Mastermind insight of the week is resistance to wanting it to be easy. I think there's a typo there, but does it have to be so hard growing your mastermind group? So this has been top of mind for me and the people I've been talking to this week. And I want to share a reframe with you that's been very powerful for myself and the people I've been sharing it with. And so as I was on a mastermind call with one of the ones that I was on, and it's really focused on the deep inner work. And so what I realized, and I've known this for quite a bit of time, which is I've had some resistance to wanting it to be easy. So let me just ask you, is with your business, with your mission, with your calling, would you like it to be easier? Would you like it to go smoother? Would you like it to have more fun? Well, I feel like the obvious answer for us is yes, of course. Who wouldn't want this? But oftentimes, well, I'll just share for myself. My head was on board, but I still had this gut feeling, this like knot in my stomach anytime I'd hear myself or others be like, oh, I just want it to be easier. I want grace and ease. And so as I've been exploring that, I found deep down what was feeling. And why is this important? This is important because if we want it to be easier up here in our conscious mind, but in our subconscious, if our subconscious doesn't want it to be easier, what's it going to do? It's going to make it more hard. It's going to make it more complicated. It's going to make it more difficult. And our subconscious mind is 1 million times more powerful than our conscious mind, according to Dr. Bruce Lipton. So if our conscious mind wants it to be hard, our conscious mind is just along for the ride and making it more complicated than it needs to be, making it more confusing than it needs to be, making it less fun than it needs to be. So as I explored that, I realized deep down, my subconscious felt this way. And I want to know if you can relate. Is I felt like wanting it to be easy was like being a baby, and I think the sports analogies really resonate with me. So I think there was that part of me that thought, oh, you just want it to be easier. You don't want to work at all. You just want to lay back and have everything come to you. Like this is like that cynical part of my subconscious mind wanted it with the easy. Maybe you can relate. Also felt like easy was bad. Like, well, if it's easy, maybe I'm cheating. Maybe I'm not putting in the hard work, the honest, hard work. And if you have any of these beliefs from your family, your lineage, perhaps you can relate as well. And there it is, easy cheating. Well, if it's so easy and just boom, things fall into place and the right people at the right time in the right way come together, well, maybe it's cheating. Maybe it's getting ahead of the people that are putting in, the honest work. So let me know if any of those resonate with you because I'm going to share the reframe here. And then the other one is easy equals boring. Part of me, I was like, what? It's like, well, if it gets too easy and too predictable, then where's the variety? It's going to be boring. And I'm like, okay. Obviously, you can see how this creates unnecessary complexity, it creates unnecessary hardship, creates unnecessary struggle to have something um, to keep it difficult. So when it comes to launching your mastermind group, leading your mastermind group, scaling your mastermind group, you can imagine how these subconscious beliefs throw a wrench into things. So I began exploring this frame, whereas like, what if easy is efficient? Because everybody is a mission-driven mastermind leader here. So with your mission, your vision, there's a very real target. There's a very real goal. And so we need efficiency. We need efficiency. Otherwise, we're wasting resources. We're wasting time. We're wasting. So we need to be efficient, just like a sports team. And so what I realized, easy equals efficiency. What if that was? And being efficient means that we're skilled. Think of like a sports analogy. It's practiced, it's focused, it's working together, it's skilled. Efficient means being focused. It's not just scattered everywhere. It's very narrowly focused at the right place at the right time. And then efficient is productive. It's maximum productivity that's happening. So I started having this reframe of, okay, what if easy means efficiency? What if easy means efficient? And for the mission, we need to be efficient. And so that's been a very powerful thing. And that's why I invite you to explore that, because what we're going to be doing in this, subconscious clearing here is reversing this, reversing the resistance so that it's momentum. And that's another thing too, like in the spiritual circles, grace and ease is a phrase that comes up a lot. So grace and ease, I'm like, okay, ease is efficiency. I still had some resistance on the grace part, which I had a reframe like, well, grace is when things are flowing smoothly and moving. I'm like, oh, that's momentum. So grace and ease, momentum and efficiency. Momentum. We need momentum, and we need momentum. And momentum is one of the, I believe, like the hardest thing in the world to create, to take something from zero and to start moving momentum in the right way. There's this phrase that I really love, which is honor thy momentum. Honor thy momentum. Wherever the momentum is, in a positive way, honor it, nurture it, grow it, foster it, facilitate it, keep it going, baby. Because getting something started from scratch takes a lot more energy than nudging along, let's say, a boulder that's already rolling. That's how I imagine it, as a sphere that's already rolling. You just need to give a little nudge and it goes even more. So with your mission and where you're at right now of launching, leading, scaling your mastermind group, your mastermind community, perhaps having it easy is being efficient. And perhaps it's not being a baby, it's being an efficient leader, skilled leader. It's not being bad, it's being focused and productive. It's not cheating, it's not boring. And guess what? The boring piece is it's not boring to win, and then continue to grow from there. And you think of like great teams, championship teams, even people practicing their craft. If they keep winning, what happens? Or what do they have the opportunity to? Well, they have the opportunity then to go to that next layer of mastery and that next frontier. It's like innovating that craft. And so that's what I see with our mastermind group, is that if we keep stacking up the wins in that way of producing that positive impact, we can explore further territory together that we would have never had before if we were just inefficient, unfocused, on the struggle bus, making it harder than it needs to be. So that is the insight of the week, which I'd say easy equals efficient. Easy equals efficient. And if anybody wants to share